Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. I was waiting for the beep. I still haven't got used to the no ring for the countdown timer. Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to y'all. Good to see ya. What is up, Brett M. Holt, Robert J. Young, Stuff, Mr. Finkel's Hype It, Alec Rope, Swing for Zero, Dag Squirrel. How was everyone's weekend? Hopefully everyone is doing pretty well today. Good to see ya. Trans Girl Jade, good to see ya. Lucid, the Grumbler, welcome. So we got some historic jank today. I'm actually kind of excited for this. What's up, Ginger Thieves? Good to see ya. Brett, hello. So we have two pretty janky historic combo decks. Kios, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So I saw there was an announcement. I was recording the podcast. I haven't actually really seen. I should pull up Secret Lair. What is it? Secretlair.com? There's so many websites now. Let me see. All right, so we don't really know much about it yet. Here's what we know. We know a tiny bit. Chaos, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Why is this in Spanish? Oh, it's going through different languages, I think. What? What's happening? Well, anyway, there's supposed to be... let me refresh. I don't know those languages. I don't know those words. Secret Lair Secretiversary Super Drop. I believe that there's going to be 14 days of Secret Lairs in a row, which is kind of absurd. So we don't have any details yet. We're supposed to start finding out soon, but expect Secret Lair again in the near future. Hopefully that's a good thing. But how's everyone doing today? Welcome. What's up, Hype Street? So yeah, that's the big news of the day. Deck-wise, what we got today, it's leaked. No, they actually posted it. Wait, the cards are leaked? No. I haven't seen a leak of the cards. Is that actually a thing? I am Street. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I saw that they announced the announcement. Like, we're going to be getting Secret Lairs, and they're going to announce the cards soon, but I haven't seen any of the cards yet. But I expect 14 days, which is... that's so many. That's the biggest we've seen yet. But anyway... today, deck-wise, after we do our reminders and so forth, I've been rocking Black-White Aristocrats Hidden Stockpile. Best of one been working pretty well. Yeah, I really like Hidden Stockpile decks. I think they're fun. They're just so grindy. They're so grindy. So today, we got two combo decks we're going to check out, I think. Number one is a deck that people have asked me about for a while. Yeah, I assume Bob Rosslands is one of them, because we already kind of know that's coming. But, here's what we got deck-wise. Emergent Ultimatum combo is deck number one. And this deck, I don't know if it's good or not. Someone played it at the historic event over the weekend. I think they went 2-3 before they dropped, which means you can win a game with it. But the idea of this deck, it's all about one thing, which is casting Emergent Ultimatum. The deck is built in a way where, in theory, if you resolve Emergent Ultimatum, you should just win the game. And we'll talk about how you win the game in just a minute. The other deck is one that someone sent me that looks pretty spicy. I don't know if it's going to be competitive, but it's an infinite vampire combo deck where the idea is it's like a 4-piece combo deck. Well, 3.5-piece combo deck. But if you put it all together, you get infinite damage with Oathsworn Vampire. So we got some Jake today. It's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm kind of excited, I guess, for the Secret Lair drop. I am Street. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So let's do our reminders. We'll talk about these decks, start playing some Magic. Then we can talk about our weekends. We talk about, I don't know, Magic, non-Magic, whatever y'all want to talk about. I was like pretty sick over the weekend with some stomach bug, and I'm probably like 75-80% today. So I'm heading in the right direction, but still not 100%, but enough that we can have a fun stream. A boon again. Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 5th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Janksgiving. Ooh, Janksgiving would be that would actually be pretty fun. Emergent now playable with Teferi God. Yeah, Teferi being on definitely helps Emergent Ultimatum for sure. So reminders, replay YouTube. This week, find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Average Fox handing out the gift sub to Jonathan and Glade. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you, Average Fox, for the gift sub. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So replay YouTube. This week, find all the old streams. Normal YouTube. We have some Budget Magic coming out later today. Playing a deck that people have been asking me to play in Historic for a long time that's perfect for a Budget Magic deck. So that's coming out shortly. There was yesterday some arena economy talk about how ridiculously expensive the arena economy could be. There's tons of stuff coming up this week on the YouTube. So check all that out. A reminder that our awesome sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And maybe you need some Magic the Gathering cards. Well, you know where you're going to get them? That would be cardkingdom.com. You can even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they will hook you up. They got Commander Legends up for sale now. So head on over to cardkingdom.com, grab some cards. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. What Thanksgiving good are you looking forward to most? Thanksgiving is going to be weird this year. Like, we can't really do Thanksgiving. Traditionally, my family does like a big Thanksgiving thing. Everyone gets together, but it's a pandemic world this year. So we're not doing an actual Thanksgiving, but I think what the plan is, my mother is going to make Thanksgiving dinner, and then people can go and drive by and like pick up their Thanksgiving dinner and go back to their homes where they can safely enjoy Thanksgiving dinner. So I think that's the plan. Shanana heading out a bunch of gift subs. Ooh, 5 gift subs to Stardog, Kimmit, Duck Crobs, FTG, Gender Thieves, and Niche. Welcome y'all to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Favorite Thanksgiving food? I mean, it's boring, but I don't really like vegetables all that much. I'm not like a yams or cranberry sauce. It's probably just like the turkey. Like, how could you go wrong with the turkey? Or maybe like pumpkin pie. I can definitely get down with some pumpkin pie. I mean, I love mac and cheese, but is that actually a Thanksgiving food? Does that count as a Thanksgiving food? Yeah, I mean, if desserts count, pumpkin pie is definitely the way to go. Pumpkin pie is like, it's top tier pie, I would say. Any sort of like cream pie is really, I really like chocolate cream pie or like pumpkin pie, anything like that. I don't really like fruit pies that much, but cream pies, I really like. Did you give thanks for said mac and cheese? I always do. The potatoes are good too. The potatoes with the turkey. Does it make me mad if I think Thanksgiving is a hugely overrated holiday? I mean, the food's good. I don't know, like, I guess it's good to give thanks for things, but I think the big allure for me is definitely that Thanksgiving is one of the best food holidays, I would say. Is it the best food holiday? What's the best food holiday? It's probably Thanksgiving, right? What's up, Zach? Good to see you. Anyway, all right, let's talk about deck number 1. Then we can debate best food holidays. Am I Black Friday shopping? No. I'm not really a Black Friday shopping kind of person. I will get some stuff online probably. Either like over the weekend, Cyber Monday or something. I'll probably do some shopping online, but especially this year, I'm not like going out to the mall or anything, I don't think. It's just, I've never really enjoyed doing that anyway, but doubly so with all the pandemic stuff. I don't think I'm going to go on some crazy shopping spree on Black Friday. Vegan mac for Thanksgiving. Vegan, my brother's girlfriend has just recently gone vegan, and I tried to go, I don't know if I've ever told this story. A long time ago, I was dating someone who was vegetarian, and she talked me into like trying to be vegetarian. And I like meat a lot, and I don't really like vegetables very much. So I tried to go vegetarian, and I basically just ate like cereal and other very non-vegetable healthy things. So I think for me, being vegetarian was actually way less healthy than just eating my normal diet. It somehow made my diet way less healthy. So it only lasted for like a month, and then and then I switched back to eating meat for health purposes, which is kind of ironic. It's not supposed to work that way. Eating vegetarian is supposed to be healthier, but it didn't work out. But I can't imagine, like, vegan is tough. Like, I think if I had to, I could probably go vegetarian, even though I really love meat and I wouldn't enjoy it. But being like vegan, I really like eggs and I really like milk, and I couldn't imagine like cutting all of that out. I don't think I would even ever attempt to go vegan. All right. Anyway, let's talk about this deck, and then we can talk about holiday food tier lists. Oh, cheese. I love cheese too. Like, I like a lot of animal-based products, along with also liking meat. So it would be, yeah, cheese is really good. Like, how could you go with some good, some like Gouda? Gouda is top tier cheese. We're just gonna rank all the foods today, and I really don't like veggie burgers and stuff. Oh, like yeah, I've never actually found a veggie burger that I thought was anywhere like kinda close to being like even a little close to being as good as a actual like cheeseburger. And I love cheeseburgers. So Ilarger, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. All right, so deck number 1 today. We're playing Emergent Ultimatum combo. So the idea of this deck, I know we got a lot of just like ramp and Uros and boring cards, but ignore all those. Those are just a means to an end. What we're trying to do with this deck is cast one thing, which is Emergent Ultimatum. So what do we do with Emergent Ultimatum? We have essentially 2 piles that we're trying to get. Emergent Ultimatum, we get to search for 3 monocolored cards. Opponent basically gets rid of one of them, and we get 2 of them for free. So what we're trying to do, it's a means to an end. Laka, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Ooh, Black White Stockpile Aristocrats. You should ship me the list, Lockout. That sounds super sweet. So here's what we get. We cast Emergent Ultimatum. Plan A is pretty simple. We get Omniscience, card number 1. We get Plane-Wide Celebration, card number 2. We get Liliana, card number 3. So if we get these 3 cards, our opponent cannot give us Liliana and Plane-Wide Celebration. Or we cast Liliana, we proliferate Liliana, and we ultimate Liliana. Opponent basically loses everything. They get cataclysmed, one-side cataclysm. So that means our opponent's either going to have to give us Omniscience and Liliana, which awesome, we got Liliana Omniscience, or Plane-Wide Celebration to get back a bunch of stuff, make a bunch of things in Omniscience. Basically, we're going to end up with Omniscience either way. The other way we do it is we can search for Omniscience, we can search for Peer into the Abyss and Underworld Dreams. This pile also guarantees that we get an Omniscience, because if our opponent gives us Underworld Dreams and Peer into the Abyss, they just die on the spot. We force our opponent to draw cards. Underworld Dreams turns it into damage. Our opponent loses the game. So that means we're either going to get Omniscience plus probably Underworld Dreams, which isn't super exciting. So basically, we end up with the Omniscience on the battlefield. And then, once you have Omniscience, you just get to do whatever you want to do. So, Horse Ape Carl, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So that is, that's it. That's all the deck wants to do. That's all we're trying to do. Yes, we have Narsets and Nissas and all those cards to get to the Emergent Ultimatum, but that's a plan of the deck. So that's what we're going to try to do. Just be sure you don't have Narset out when you peer. Yeah, that would be awkward. I guess we could peer ourselves. That's the other sweet thing. If somehow we get peer and our Omniscience, then we just peer ourselves, draw half of our deck with Omniscience out, and that's also pretty spectacular. So that's deck number 1. We got a new donation from oh, hang on. New donation from Dan Wildfire. Tie-Em was a lot more complicated than you thought it would be, eh? Yeah, it definitely was. I think playing Tie-Em for the viewer submitted week, at first I was like, wow, this commander really sucks. It just doesn't do anything. But then I realized the power of the late game. Once it gets going, it's insane. So it was a lot different than I expected. So that's deck number 1. Deck number 2, we'll talk about it really quick. This is our backup deck that we're probably going to do. Any advantage to having 2 different combos, Necromentia. So I think the main thing is what would fizzle the combo would be us drawing a combo piece. So what we want to make sure that worst case, when we cast Emergent Ultimatum, we always get an Omniscience. Drawing Omniscience, I guess, is still a problem. But the problem is, let's say we just naturally draw our Liliana, then the Planewise Celebration pile just doesn't work anymore. So having two different piles that we can get hopefully make sure that we always wind up with Omniscience. Although, as I said, like, little worried about just having one Omniscience. Maybe it's better to have two Omnisciences in the deck. But basically, that's a reason to have two different piles instead of just one. It is kind of like Super Gifts Ungiven. The other deck, this is a viewer-submitted deck that someone sent in. This is our backup deck, and this one's pretty interesting, too. This is Vampires, but not Vampire Beatdown. This is Infinite Vampire combo. I have not played any Marionette Masters yet, although I do like Marionette Master quite a bit, so I'm sure we will. Parika, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So this one, the idea of this deck is we're going infinite with Oathsworn Vampire, which you can cast from your graveyard if you gain life this turn. So Oathsworn Vampire, step number 1, we need a sacrifice outlet. We have Yaheni. We also have Woe Striders, a mixture of versions thanks to Arena. But we have multiple sack outlets. We need a way to reduce the cost on Oathsworn Vampire. Our best one is Bantu's Monument, because it also drains when a creature comes into play. So this is going to make our Oathsworn Vampire cost 1 mana. Then the last piece of the puzzle is Pitiless Plunderer. When a creature dies, we get a treasure. If we can get that assembled, we essentially can sacrifice Oathsworn Vampire. We get a treasure. Our Oathsworn Vampire costs 1 mana thanks to Bantu's Monument, or Herald's Horn also works. But we cast the Oathsworn Vampire. That drains our opponent for 1, then we just repeat the process. We sack it, get the treasure, recast it, drain for 1, sack it, etc., etc., etc. Loop through the deck and try to win the game. It is a lot of pieces. We do have Collected Company to hopefully find it, so we'll see. Like, is it going to be super competitive? I don't know, but it'll be sweet if it works. But we're starting with some ultimatums. That's number 1. Let's try this ultimatum deck. I saw your video about the cost of playing Arena. What was the feedback been from the community? I mean, it's always mixed. So the thing with Arena is, and talking about the economy on Arena, is it's very personalized. Like, some people are just like, this doesn't mean anything to me because I'm a free-to-play player, which, that's a legitimate perspective. If you're a free-to-play player, then how I play Arena isn't super relevant to you. There's some people who are like, you should draft more, which I think is good advice, but I just don't really have the time. Like, because we play so much Constructed, I don't really have the time to be like, okay, I'm going to do 2 drafts a day for a few weeks to build my collection. If you have the time and you enjoy Limited, that is a really good way to build your collection, but that way doesn't really work all that well for me personally. And then other people are like, yeah, it's way too expensive, so kind of like mixed feedback, I would say. Ooh, you reached Mythic? Congratulations, Fedub. What are you playing? What are you playing these days? This is sweet. I have an infinite with Woe Strider, Kaya's Ghost Form, and Renegade Rallier. Ooh, yeah, I saw a sweet Renegade Rallier combo that I hadn't seen before on Channel Fireball's top 10 list, or top 5 list this week that was interesting. Ooh, life gain, eh? Well, let's play this untapped. Grow Spiral. Castle Lockwane. Oh, man. Are we just going to win like a Dirty Nissa player? I kind of fear that's what's going to happen is we're just going to win like a Dirty Nissa player. We'll take 1 here and see if there's a better target. Down to 17. Naxos, I think, is a better target. Let's kill that. Undap. I actually made it through Diamond with Rug Marvel. Omniscience would be more games than people expected. I really like Marvel in that, or really like Omniscience in the Marvel decks. I think it's super good there actually. Well, let's Uro gain some life. Hopefully hit a land. Put the land into play. Fabled. Okay, we're getting there. We gotta find our ultimatum though. We still need the ultimatum. Pass the turn. I mean, what did you all think about the Arena economy? I think my biggest disappointment... Here's my biggest problem with the Arena economy. I think I can lay it out pretty simply. I want people to be able to play sweet, fun decks that they enjoy. And I feel like Arena makes that very difficult to impossible for most people to actually do. Like, that's my issue with the economy, is I want people to be able to play janky fun decks. I want them to be able to try out an infinite vampire combo or something because they think it looks cool. Those decks are really easy to try in Paper Magic Online because they tend to be cheap, but they're ridiculously hard to try on Arena because the way the economy is set up, they tend to be super expensive on Arena. So I think that's my biggest criticism. Like, I wish people could play the decks they want to play without spending ridiculous. Ooh, that is a draw and a half. Yeah, I think we cast that. That was a really good draw. Booster Therapy, $5 donation. I'm sending this money to help ride the Moto Shuffler when you decide to keep one-landers. Well, I need it. Thank you. Oh boy, we got the mana too. We just need the ultimatum. Blue, black, blue. Thank you so much for the donation, Booster Tutor Therapy. What is a reasonable annual whale price for Arena? I mean, so right now, if you just buy everything, based on my experience, it is closing in on $2,000 for this year. A little bit less. Do we actually want that? I don't think we actually want to have that in our hand. We'd rather have it in our deck for a combo. Personally, I would be happy. Let's say there was an option, and I know people are gonna get mad about this. Let's say there was an option that I could pay $100 a month subscription fee to play whatever I wanted to on Arena. I would actually be really happy with that. Like, that for me would make playing Arena much, much, much cheaper. All right, let's be a Dirty Nissa player. Play the Dirty Nissa. Untap Breeding Pool. Uro. Ultimatum. We need an ultimatum. Get back, Uro. Can we find the ultimatum? Come on, deck. Okay, Shark Typhoon. That's a good card, but it's not an ultimatum. I'm sure. Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Like, $100 a month. I know people would say it's absurdly expensive. That's way too much. For me, that would actually make Arena way cheaper than what I'm paying now. I think $100 a month is probably too expensive for most people, and I definitely get that. But that's how much I'm paying now, that would actually be a discount for me compared to what it is now. I think maybe more reasonably, $50 a month, I would say. Well, this is kind of a blowout, isn't it? Odds? I think we go odds. Our opponent's going to scoop, though. Odds, please. We get a dork. We untap a land. We go attacking. We... 1, 2, 3. All right, we cycle Shark Typhoon. X1. We're just trying to find the ultimatum. Overgrown Tube. Play the Overgrown Tube tapped. Draw a card. Oh, no! We're going to win with this. I mean, how much do you think you spend on Arena? I think $50 a month would maybe be a little bit more reasonable. Well, all right, land untapped. Narset. Are we going to have the mana even if we find it, though? Oh, man, with Nissa we probably will. Oh, no. All right, we're gonna find this one way or another. we're gonna do it that way. How about that? Play the Triome. Untap a lad. Maybe we're just gonna hardcast our Omniscience, I guess. We drew all of our combo. We drew all of our combo pieces. Lad, land, Nissa, Shark Typhoon, Extinction Event, Uro, Emergent Ultimatum. Explore. Explore. Uro. That's still not enough? Liliana. Oh, I did way too many? Oh. I thought it was going to stop me. Okay. It just let me keep going. I figured it was gonna stop me once I went as far as I needed to. um, what if you could buy one of each card in a set for $25? That'd be $100 for the whole set. Well, a Dirty Nissa win's still a win. It's not the way we wanted to win, but we'll take it. Yeah, I just assumed that it would do something once I hit the maximum, but apparently not. Cry the Critérium, Heartless Act, Fatal Push, Going Down, Shark Typhoon. Oh, we drew a lot of cards too. We just didn't find an Emergent Ultimatum in time. Actually, do we even need all that? Maybe we don't Cry the Critérium. We already have a bunch of sweepers. And we'll go on Nissa. Try it like that. I mean, $100 a set would be probably too cheap from Wizards' perspective. Like, that's the other issue now, is remember, Wizards is having me pay $1,700. And I'm sure, like, I know that it is a small percentage of people, content creators, pros, people like that are spending that amount of money. And probably some people that just have the money to spend. But it is a small percentage of, like, ultra whales that are spending that amount. But they are making that amount of money. Yeah, Jeff has told me a couple times that his spending, like, roughly matches up with what my spending is, although apparently even more. I'm not sure what the more is, because I think we spend about the same amount per set. So that's the concern. Like, why would Wizards be like, oh, you can buy all the cards you need for $600 a year, when right now they're getting $1,700 a year or whatever? That's kind of the tension there. So it would be great if they did do that, but I don't think they have an interest in making the price that much cheaper. Being able to buy wild cards would be a nice fix. And I think the thing I like about the being able to let people buy wild cards fix is that helps everyone. Like, if you do some sort of, like, pay $1,000 a year subscription for everything, like, sure, that's great for people like me that are paying $1,700 a year, but that doesn't do anything for the person who's free to play playing. But being able to just buy a wild card, that's really helpful for basically everyone, because everyone at some point is going to be in a position where you're like 2 cards short of playing the deck you want to play. And the system now where you got to buy 50 packs and crack them to fill the wild card wheel is just, like, so inefficient. But if you could just pay, how do you pay $6 for a wild card? Well, let's get rid of the Knight of Autumn. Pass the turn. Ultimatum. I mean, 6 packs isn't going to give you a mythic wild card, though, right? I think it's like 30 packs to get a mythic wild card, or to be guaranteed a mythic wild card. Well, Narset. Ooh, Coco. Okay. Into. Hey, what's up, Bailey Gaming? How are you? Yeah, so that's the thing when you need, like, one less playset of a mythic or something to complete your deck. Then it ends up being super expensive. Like $30, that's a lot to get the, like, 2 Chandras you're missing or whatever. I mean, I guess you can. It's a little cheaper because you could luck into them just opening packs, but $1,700 a year from 5,000 people or $10 a month from 500,000 people. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess there's also a question as to whether, like, how many players do you think would play even if it was cheap? That's the other, I guess, aspect of all this is even if Magic was really cheap and efficient to play, you still got issues with the metagame sometimes. So maybe, like, could there be 500,000 players or whatever number you'd need, maybe millions of players, if the price was cheaper? I don't know. I don't suggest drafting to build a collection. You can't open wild cards. I mean, everyone says that drafting is the way to go. Like, that is the best way to do it. Well, all right, we're going to... I guess we draw half of our deck again. I mean, I guess pure into the abyss is... Oh, well, we could die here. Yeah, we're still going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we cast this. They collected company. Maybe it's too risky. All right, let's wait. Let's Nissa. Untap a swamp. We don't want to just die to collected company if they have it. Next turn we can definitely do it. Or we could just draw our Emergent Ultimatum and not be dirty War of the Spark Planeswalker players. Here's something to really think about. How much content do you get out of a Switch of 1,700? Or how much do you get from a WoW sub? Those companies make billions because of the price point. Wizards has their online content cost too much for player base involved. Yeah, one thing I was thinking about is... Oh... Okay, we found Emergent Ultimatums. We go to 9. We untap a forest. Oh, we don't have the mana, though, this turn. Well, do we even want to draw cards? I don't think so. Well, alright, let's explore. Put a Triome into play. Actually, play Hinterland Arbor. Grow Spiral. Play Drowned Catacombs. Explore. Play Overgrown Tomb. Play Watery Grave. Attack. All right, I think next turn we might actually get to do it. Pass the turn. All right, we got to discard 13. 1, 2, 3. We actually got to count them because they don't tell you apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. We have successfully discarded. Pass the turn. Is our opponent going to scoop before we get to do it? Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Down behind me, it does tell, doesn't it? That is good advice. Oh, one thing I was wondering is, like, I wonder if the content creators program, I always thought that Wizards' goal in that was to have free advertising. Like, you get people in the program, they stream, that's advertising. All right, I think we actually get to do it. Emergent Ultimatum. We take you. We take you. We take you. Opponent, pick your poison. This is what we've been trying to do. That's it. Scott Farkas, welcome. What do you choose, opponent? What do you choose? Scott Farkas, welcome to the visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. We just got to cast this correctly. So we need to cast... Oh boy, watch me miss. Okay. So Liliana resolves. We proliferate 4 times.
If I were you, I'd just surrender right now.
We ultimate. Ha! Got them. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, about it. Yeah. And then we just extinction event on odds. And then we have 14 worth of proliferated lands. Oh boy. That was actually pretty sweet. I see how awful the economy is for content creators as you immediately need all the cards, but I, as a free-to-play player, always have multiple tier and jank decks and mostly full collection. I really don't see what's unfair here. I draft a lot and get all the cards I need. My time is exchanged for free magic. I mean, so I think I'm glad there's a free-to-play option. Like I don't want that to go away. Like I think that's a big upside. I don't think that the free-to-play option should require you to play limited. I think that's kind of another one of my issues with it. Like, because not everyone wants to play limited. Like, why should people who want to play constructed have to play limited, several hours a day for a bunch of weeks to get the cards they need to play what they actually want to play? Like, why isn't Arena built in a way where you can play Magic the way you want to play? Like, I've always said this. I've always said this about Magic in general. The thing that makes Magic awesome is you can play however you want to. Like, if you don't like Standard, you can play Modern. If you don't like Modern, you can play Draft. You can play Commander. You can play Penny Dreadful. You can play Kamigawa Tiny Leaders. Like, but I feel like that is missing for the most part from Arena. Like, you can make it inexpensive if you play it in a very specific way that Wizards has laid out for you, but part of what makes Magic so sweet is you can play it however you enjoy playing it. And I feel like Arena, they've taken some small steps in that direction. It was worse remember when like Historic wasn't a thing? And they're like, oh, we'll give you Historic like once every few months for a few weeks. Brawl was the same way. Like Brawl, you have to pay a bunch of money to play it for a month. So they have taken some steps to add more formats, but the economy still does kind of prevent people from playing the way they would like to play. But I do think it's awesome that if you want to, you can take and play a bunch of limited, get a collection on the cheap. I think it's awesome that if you enjoy playing that way, that you have the ability to play that way. Hey Seth, do you have more views on streams and videos since the Corona situation now that more people are home nowadays? Not really. It's more or less the same as before. I think people being home because of Corona, you have that on one side, and then you have like people playing Runeterra, people being mad about secret lair drops. You have a bunch of other things that have like kind of the metagame being bad and so many bad eggs. So I think it kind of just equaled out in the end. They can improve the constructed events. I feel like they're very underwhelming compared to even just, oh boy, this is not going to go well. This is not even going to go a little bit well. Uh-huh. Sure. We would actually like to draw that card. Yeah. Our hand is looking a smidge expensive here. I'll get a forest. Yeah, opponent steals a card. We go to 16. We shock art. Ugh. We could have played that island. Well, oops. I didn't know we were going to draw the island. I was already hovering. If you want to play Magic even kind of competitively on Arena, it gets ridiculously expensive. Rare wild cards are the foundation of every deck, and they're too expensive to farm even with draft. Yeah, I mean, if you want to have a bunch of different decks, Arena gets very expensive. I think almost no matter how you play, it's going to be fairly expensive, especially if you want historic decks too. But, I mean, Wizards, I don't begrudge Wizards for making money. And I'm used to Magic being expensive, but Arena just somehow is even more expensive than other forms of Magic. And Magic is already, like, an expensive game. Well, let's grow Spiral. Maybe if we hit multiple... So we're... Yeah, we're down to 10. That is not a high life total. When do you think you'd be able to purchase Commander Legends on Magic Online. Um, I mean, I think you already can. Commander Legends went for sale Thursday. Opponent shocks are, ooh, they're gonna have Hazaret too. Ugh. Shock, shock. Sure, sure. Oh boy. Yeah, this feels tough. This feels real tough. um, Still a good way to play Magic. It is entertainment for which you are required to put some money in, even if the first two. Has anyone got to play Commander Legends yet? The price list on the Goldfish site wasn't on the Goldfish site. I'm so confused. What has your experience been with Commander Legends? Does it match up? I don't know how many of you were here for Thursday's stream, where we like drafted and our match went 3 hours to play a single match. Like, has that been your experience with the format as well? Or was that just our draft and our decks being like slow and grindy? Like, is the average game like 3 hours or something? Yeah, I kind of wonder if it might be. I mean, it's got a lot of sweet cards, and I think the drafting process I enjoy. But the gameplay, oh boy, the gameplay hasn't been doing it for me, honestly. It just takes so long. Yeah, that's kind of been my take too, Jellyfish. Like, I think the drafting is fun, and I like the cards, but the gameplay, yeah, 30 life total would be better. Tomer, so the draft that we did on Thursday's stream, we better sideboard. The draft we did on Thursday's stream, yeah, we'll go down Narsets. We'll go down a Shark. I mean, this is just a high CMC deck. Go down a Shark, run it like that. But Tomer apparently played his Kolfiner deck again, and he said the next match he played with the deck, I believe, if I'm remembering how he described it to me right, the person who won was a person who didn't do anything. They just, like, F6 through their turn, and all 3 other players timed out. So the person who just did the less things had the most time on their clock and won as a result. Which is absolutely hilarious. Oh, how can we get to this Emergent Ultimatum? You know what, let's put Nissa to the bottom. Hinterland Arbor, go. And I also wonder how much different it would be in paper as well. Like, some of the stuff that I am kind of meh on about the set, I wonder if I was playing with, hanging out at a friend's house, having a beer, having a game night. Like, maybe the super grindy 3-hour games or whatever would be more fun with a group of friends than on your computer, kind of by yourself with a bunch of randoms. So I wonder if that plays into it too. I drafted double Blim. Ooh. Yeah, Blim seems like he can close out some games. I did not go back and play any more games of Commander Legends. I ended up dropping, and I did do because some of the prices are ridiculous. I did do so many Emergent Ultimatums, but not many lands. Cry the Carnarium. I guess we gotta do this. Oh, we're way short on mana. I did just fire up another draft in rare draft, and it actually was pretty profitable. It cost 20. It cost 20 ticks to join, and I ended up with like 60 ticks of cards. And obviously, like, I think I ran well, but I just literally picked the most valuable card in every pack, and it actually worked, and I came out ahead. Yeah, we're not winning this one. The combo is basically resolve Emergent Ultimatum. If we resolve, oh yeah, we're super dead. All right, on to the next one. I forgot to update the record. The combo is basically if we can resolve Emergent Ultimatum, we win. That's idea. We at least get an Omniscience. I don't know what the price is. Let's see what the prices are now. Some of the prices for key cards, yeah, they're still pretty high. But yeah, the rare drafting strategy actually worked. I mean, Hull Breacher's 70 ticks now. Opposition Agent, it's come down a little, still 35. I don't know if the lower end cards, they might be a lot cheaper now. When I did it, a lot of the random uncommon commanders were still like 0.2 ticks, so that made it a little bit easier to be able to like get a Halana and sell it for 20 cents or whatever. It might not actually work now, and I did get lucky to open an opposition agent. Without that, it would have been more like breaking even, but yeah, that's been my Commander Legends Moto experience so far. Is Hull Breacher overrated? I think Hull Breacher is pretty insane. I think the reason it's so expensive is not because it's insane in Commander, even though I do think it's very good, but it's really insane in Legacy. Like, it's 3 mana instead of 4 like Notion Thief. You don't need it you don't need to be in Dimir. It's only blue. It pitches to Force of Will, and Legacy is like, if you flash that in response to Brainstorm and get 3 mana, you probably just win the game. Like, that's insane. And you blow out the Brainstorm. So I don't think it's overrated at all. It might actually be better than Opposition Agent, honestly. And its price is reflecting that. I think Opposition Agent is more... Ooh, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. We got 2 Emergent Ultimatums. Can we get the mana? Opposition Agent is way more flashy, but Hull Breacher might just be better. Oh, mono red again? That's awkward. Okay, that's a land. All right, we're making strides. Drawing the Underworld Breach is not great, so we need triple green, double blue, double black. I'll play Uro. Draw a land. Apparently everyone's on mono red these days. Well, alright, miss a land drop. Pass the turn. Yeah, I actually would not be that surprised if it could end up being... Either one of those cards could end up being bannably good in Vintage or Legacy. So Wizards wants people to make money rare drafting on Moto and use that money to pay for MTGA. Yeah, that's how I can afford my Kaladesh Remastered. I have to rare draft Commander Legends on Moto, sell the cards to get ticks, sell the ticks to get dollars, put the dollars into Arena to open packs of Kaladesh Remastered to get that last Chandra that I need to play the deck I want to play. That's the process. Oh. Well, alright. We're not hitting the lands for Emergent Ultimatum yet. Oh, we don't have another island? Okay. Well, that's also awkward. Extinction Event's not bad, though. Odd. Blue Mana King Sharks! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, On-Crop Crasher. And light up the stage into... Oh boy. How many lands does... I feel like not having a second blue land... second island is almost certainly incorrect with this deck. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. What do you think would be required to make a historic rat deck work? How many rats are there in historic? Is there anywhere near enough rats to actually make a deck? I would have to look. I know there's Rat Colony, but what other rats are there? We get shocked. I heard your complaints last week. I try not to spend more than 50 a set. Then I looked at my history. Holy cow. They have to add trading or something. Yeah, I don't know if they'll ever add trading. I would like trading, but I don't know if they'll ever actually add it. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, man. Mana's pretty good in Historic. I don't know how this deck managed to have such a bad mana base. Brockton, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Rat Colony is the one you can play any number of. I mean, Rat Colony, I don't think there's ever been a time when one of those cards has actually been competitive. The cards that you can play any number of. But, yeah, we're super dead. Yes, mana base. We're going to look at it during sideboarding. Is this mana base as horrible as it felt that game, or was that just awkward running? So we have 27 lands. I do think, like, because of how Uro and Narset work, and because we're playing three Fabled Passages, I think having a second basic island is probably... Why are there three? Huh. Yeah, I feel like it should be 2 islands, 2 forests, and a swamp, rather than 3 forests. It's not like we need mono green early. We don't have like Llanowar elves or anything. So there's not really incentive to pay 3 basic forests. So I think 2 forests, 2 islands, and a swamp. So we'd be able to fetch out the second island for Narset. It's in Uros. I think it's a little thing, but I think that would actually be a pretty big deal. Did you read what Noxious wrote in the comments of the video? He brought up good points. I did, yeah. Me and Nox talk a little bit on Twitter, and we've had some conversations about the arena economy, and yeah, I think we share a lot of similar feelings about it. Years ago, I built Bio-Visionary deck that had a 50-60% win rate. Ooh, was it clones? Bio-Visionary, like, clone tribal. Well, bring in some more removal. Yeah, I mean, the mana base doesn't look that bad, but I do think that basic land swap would actually be pretty meaningful. Yeah, I mean, we have Growth Spiral and Explorer, so we have a bunch of draw spells that give us lands. Narset has only seemed okay. It doesn't seem great. It's kind of meh, but it does dig for our ultimatum. Bio-Visionary stacks. How would you feel about improving the constructed events to make them a legitimate alternative to limited? I mean, that'd probably be good. I haven't really thought through like the numbers of it, but I think that sounds like it would be a positive. Ooh, Polymorphous Rush. That's a sweet way to do it. Oh, Drowned Catacombs. Go. This hand seems functional. We're at least not going to die instantly. Firebrand. Opponent goes attacking. Sure. Bound 18. Well, let's Growth Spiral. Put a Triome into play. Are we languishing? I don't feel like we need to languish yet. We can wait. This gets rid of Hazoret if it comes down. Ooh, and Extinction Event. Well, tap land. Go. Let's be patient. Make our land drops. Pray for Emergent Ultimatums. I was pretty shocked I had spent as much as I had. My LGS is 30 minutes away. I work on weekends for years, so MTJ was a godsend until I realized I basically spent half of what I sold my paper collection for in a couple years. Yeah, I mean, that's also kind of one of the challenges of Arena is you don't get that resale value. I think people maybe sometimes underestimate just how meaningful that actually is. Not that you're like doing MTG finance or anything, but just the fact that you can like spend money on a commander deck and be like, I'm tired of Atraxa. Maybe I'll trade some of these cards and build around a new Commander Legends card. So I feel like that actually does matter quite a bit. Ooh. Well, all right. Huh. Yeah, Extinction Event on odds. Might be able to keep our opponent from casting that light up the stage. Yeah, I just realized looking through some cards that I got the precon with Dockside Extortionist, just like randomly. And now Dockside Extortionist is like $40 or something. I was like, wow, I could like trade that, and I basically got the other 99 cards for free. All right, opponent, gonna Bone Crush us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need the ultimatum. We need the ultimatum. That's it. That's all we need. That's all we need. Come on, ultimatum. Opponent, another Bone Crusher, down to 15. Land, cast the Bone Crusher, I assume. Uncrop Crasher. Opponent gets in, hits us, down to 12. Basic Forest. Oh, let's Languish. I mean, getting cards in the graveyard for Uro also is a plan, at least. For Osadane. Well, here comes those 27 lands. Yeah, it's awkward. Yeah. Whoa! It actually asks you if you're sure? Oh! I've never actually cast Fatal Push on something that it wouldn't kill. All those opponents have actually been getting a warning asking if they're sure, and they're still doing it? Oh, whoa. I didn't realize it gave you a warning box. I thought the punt made a lot more sense when opponents were doing it, when I thought that that there was no warning. But if you're actually getting a warning too, that's I can't believe people keep doing that. There's been like 4 or 5 people that have. No, I'm not putting here, but if you watch the YouTube videos, there's been like 4 or 5 people who just fire off a Fatal Push on like a 4-drop. Yeah, that was just purely to get our Uro back and draw cards to try to find Emergent Ultimatum. I knew it wasn't gonna die. Yeah, maybe we should have attacked with the Forest. Yeah, I guess we probably should have. It's Vigilant, and if they trade with Ferocidon, that's fine. I mean, really though, we want Emergent Ultimatum. I don't want to be a dirty Nissa player. I want Emergent Ultimatum in combo. Opponent. They can't really attack very effectively. I didn't know there was a Fatal Push check. I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, there was an interesting Fishmail question today that the podcast is coming up after the stream, by the way. Interesting Fishmail question. Should there be cards that... Okay, that's not it. Should there be cards that stop the exile zone? Someone asked, like, what do you think of having, like, a rest in peace for the exile zone? Would that be worth it? Oh! Yes! Okay, so we will take Omniscience. Actually, what combo do we want? Let's go. So if we take this, we get Omniscience. All right, let's go. Plain White Celebration. Liliana, Omniscience. All right. Opponent. Choose wisely, my friend. Like Mega Exile. Like it would actually be like cards can't leave the exile zone or something like that. I don't know how practical it would be. About it. Skips it up. Like I don't know where you'd play it. I guess if it was on a hate bear, it could be sweet with like Flicker Wisp. Yeah, you turned it at the perfect time when we actually pulled off our combo and we were not just dirty Nissa players. Yeah, I mean, oh man, if hopefully we queue into Crim and get to Carnage Tyrant him, that'd be sweet. Run it back. Yeah, Wasteland Strangler. That'd actually be kind of an interesting hate bear. What happens to cards like Crackling Drake? I think Crackling Drake would work the same. But like Mist Hollow Griffin, Food Chain combo, or some of the other stuff would be like Banishing Light. Like in theory, your Banishing Light gets destroyed. The card would not. If it was just worded like cards can't leave the exile zone, your Banishing Light gets destroyed, you would still keep that card in exile. Well, Trio. Go. Well, we got the ultimatums. Do we live long enough to cast them? Oh, it would be good against Adventures, yeah. Cascade. Ooh, Karizev. People are playing Karizev, aren't they? Well, yeah. Untap land. Euro Spiral. Tap land. Please no Ferocidon. We need this Earl life gain. Potent. Attacks. Monkey beats. Yeah. Yeah, Flicker effects would be insane. Look at this! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boot it. Why aren't arena problems? Do you guys agree that the event overview, all just in a line, wait, is a horrendous mess? Why don't they sort them by limited constructed? Yeah, I mean, I think that would be an improvement. I would agree. Well, let's play Uro. We actually just want to keep hitting lands. Can we live long enough? Can we live long enough to cast Emergent Ultimatum? Opponent Lightning Strikes. I'll put a Fabled Passage into play. Put a Fabled Passage into play. Crack it. Oh, we might be we might be one draw away here. Crack it. Can we hit one more land? Grow Spiral. Alright. Well, okay. Do we live? And can we top? Please not a Triome. An untap land. There's a Chandra. Alright, deck. Alright, deck. Give us untap land. You can do it. You can do it. I have faith in you. Takes up for mana. Plays the Earthshaker. Hits us for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yup. Mr. Peaches! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Untap land. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Yes, thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Emergent Ultimatum. We will take you. We will take you. And we will take you. Oh, alright, opponent. What do you choose? I mean, Emergent Ultimatum is like a one-card combo, essentially. Yeah, the Twitch extension for Arena is great. Cardboard Live does an insane job. Opponent's thinking about it. What if they don't choose? Do we get all three? All right, so wait, we did this right last time. We got to click Plain White Celebration first. Where's... So we can proliferate, gain. Okay. Proliferate. Gain 4. Liliana.
I require servants. Your corpse will volunteer.
Go to Tad. Ultimate. Put you down to 1 land, 1 creature, and the Chandra. I mean, it's still pretty good. Opponent. Takes up for mana. Ferocidon. Hits us. That Ferocidon is kind of actually an issue. I'll do it again. Omniscience. Peer into the abyss. Underworld dreams. Alright, pick your poison this time, opponent. Yeah, not being able to gain life is a problem. And actually losing life when we play our Uros. But we are going to get an Omniscience this time. It's possible that we should have just got Omniscience last time. Instead of going... Yeah, it might be that we should have done it the other way. And we should have just got Omniscience last time instead of this time. Yeah, we still have to exile the cards. But yeah, we should be able to escape it for free, I believe. Oh, no, we can't because it's only spells from your hand. Alright, so we get Omniscience, we get Underworld Dreams. I'll play Uro. Oh, that Ferocidon might beat us. We draw useless land. Oh, no. Oh, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. We're going to cast 2 Emergent Ultimatums and lose. Oh, wait. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh. Well, you better not have a shock in hand, but... Okay. Odds. Uro again. Wait, no. I guess we could just languish. Too many cards in hand. Uro. Yes, yes, yes. Wait, how do we kill? Oh. We have Underworld Dreams. Huh. Yeah, I guess we could have killed him, couldn't we? You are correct. Well, take Nissa, Ether Gust, and Explore. Yeah, I guess we could have just targeted our opponent. I was so excited about being able to cast all these cards with Omniscience. I wasn't thinking that we had the Underworld Dreams on the battlefield. Now our opponent probably thinks we're trolling them. We'll cast Nissa. Well, Ether Gust your Chandra. We will untap a lad. I mean, I think we still win.
Rise, my elemental friend.
We will play... I think we still win. Play a land. Growth Spiral. Play a land. Uro. Exile a bunch of... Oh, wow, this deck does some things when it goes. Maze! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We will put a land into play. Fatal Push. Well... Yeah, I guess we Emergent Ultimatum. Nissa, Explore... Fatal Push. Oh, this deck is sweet. And I mean, we're Emergent Ultimatum for nothing now. Explore. Not gonna cast Fatal Push. Put a land into play. And let's play another Nissa. Keep the new one. Untap a land. Attack you. And explore. Put a land into play. Grow Spiral. Put a land into play. Alright, pass the turn. Discard. Discard. That was a turd! That was a turd. That was a turd. Yeah, the last ultimatum was pretty sad, but I think it's enough. Claim the firstborn. None of that. Gusset. Good game. I think we are the bad guy now. Oh boy. That was a sweet turn. Hey, what's up, Jay Zoller? How are you? You'll be happy to know I opened a collector's booster box of Commander Legends. How'd it go? Did you see any like quality issues? I saw a couple of Reddit posts where people were saying like, wait, what is this? Bring a friend to Arena, give the gift of magic, and unlock both decks for 2 players. Oh, is this new? I don't think we've seen that before. Ox Titan! Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 3rd month of the stream. Well, I love the resub. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Is this a brand new thing? I haven't seen this before. There's a here. So apparently you can buy these on Amazon. It's $10. And you get codes to play on Arena for both players or one of each. I wonder how bad the decks are. Does it... I don't see deck lists. I mean, they're probably... Almighty Pushback. I mean, I guess they're probably pretty underpowered, but... Huh. I wonder if that's worth it. Psychologist for the 50th month. That is absolutely ridiculously absurd. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. But it does show they could do that. Like, it does show that they have the ability to sell cards in that way. Like, imagine if that was like 10 wildcard bundle for 10 mythic wildcard bundle or something for $50 or $100. Like, I would be all over that. Like, maybe not $100. That's still probably cheaper though. But if you could buy a Mythic Wildcard bundle for a cheap price, or some Mass Wildcard bundle, that would be spectacular. All right, we'll probably do. Oh, our Omniscience is in hand. That does make our combos worse. But we could just ramp into. All right, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. 10 mana it is. Yeah, I'm assuming they're like the starter decks. Oh, yeah, Bojack. I really like Bojack. I think if you just started it, I think it takes like the first half of a season or so to really kind of hit its stride. So I think it gets even better once you get to like the second half of the first season. It is definitely ridiculous. Yeah, the precons that we were just looking at, those maybe that would be a good way to Jankerdank. Oh, I didn't tell you about Jankerdank. Oh, I think Wizards killed it. I think Wizards killed Jankerdank. Well, remind me after this match before we switch decks, and I will show you. I think Wizards killed the series after a single episode. It's really hilarious actually. You got to see the deck lists that were posted this week. Boy, everyone's on their rob brother riches, aren't they? Opponent gonna get in, try to rob us. Well, let's Uro. Ooh. Put a land into play. Overgrown Tube. Go. Where do they post? They're on magic.gg. Yeah, they posted all legitimate lists. Like, we did Jankerdag, which I don't know if that... I mean, maybe it could completely be unconnected. Like, maybe they were going to do that anyway. But it is a little suspicious that the week after we did Jankerdank, they published... There was a big gap in publishing decks. Normally, they publish them, I think, twice a week. There was like a 10-day gap where they didn't publish decks. And then when they published them the next time, they were all like legitimate, even top-tier looking lists. So I think that they killed Jankerdag. We'll look at the decks after this. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So close. Well, let's just Emergent Ultimatum. We will take... Huh. Liliana, Plane-Wide Celebration, and Extinction Event. Maybe Emergent Ultimatum's just good, even without Omniscience. I feel like all these cards are great here. Well, I mean, Liliana's a board wipe, too. So I think no matter what they pick, we're going to wrath their board. Yeah, all these options are good for us. All right, Extinction. So we'll cast Extinction Event. We'll cast Liliana. We will go evens. Take up Liliana for a zombie. Pass the turn. Yeah, it is like super gifts. Opponent. Oasis. Questing Beast number 2. Hits us. Hits Liliana.
So that's how it is.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's make a zombie. Languish. Not a pun. Not a punt. We wanna draw the cards first.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
Huh. Uro. Oh, we're not dirty. We're not dirty Nissa players. Oh, there's an ultimatum again. I just want to get to this. I guess playing Nissa would have got us to Omniscience, wouldn't it? All right, all right, all right, all right. Maybe we should have. Maybe we should have played Nissa. Man, we should have played Nissa. I will admit. I'll admit, chat. You were correct. I will accept the pun. As much as it pains me to be a dirty Nissa player, I will accept the pun. Opponent passes. Well, Emergent Ultimatum. Peer into the Abyss. Shark Typhoon. And Nissa. Boot it. Well, they're definitely not going to give us Dreams and Peer into the Abyss. I actually kind of want them to give us Peer into the Abyss so we can target ourselves with Peer into the Abyss and draw half of our deck. Remains the same. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we draw half our deck. We get a Shark Typhoon. Lightning strike, lightning strike. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, go to combat. Get in with Uro. We're not going to get cards off of sharks off of Shark Typhoon no matter what there because it triggers when cast, I believe, and it'll already be cast before it hits the battlefield. So hit our opponent to 12. Go back up to 9. Take up Liliana. Play Drown Catacombs. Explore. Make a shark. Maybe we're a shark deck now. Play an island. Grow Spiral. Make a shark. Castle Lockwain. Pass the turn, discard infinite. Opponent casts Evercleave. It does have 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, 13 selected. And then we can cast Omniscience and make a 10-10 shark? Oh, it's going to be sweet. No scoop. Oh my. Scoop, I mean. On second thought, scoop. They really do have the third questing beast? No, we can't fatal push it because we don't have anything leaving the battlefield. I mean, we cast it into the warning side. Boom. Got him. Oh, jeez. We can't block it though, because it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So we just can't block it. How are you gonna have something leave the battlefield? Did you consider the Modern Rogues deck you made this month competitive? I think it's like fairly competitive. Oh my goodness, chat, I think you're right again. That's twice in a row. Oh, chat, you're totally crushing me today. Okay, I will. Oh no, we need a reput command. Oh, I thought you meant like we were gonna block it, but I think you just might be correct. That's kind of a weird scenario, but I think you are actually correct. I didn't expect him to have the third questing bee. Who has 3 questing bees? Come on now. Come on, that's not real world. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It is kind of a weird line, but we should have seen it. You are correct. And some of the people in chat saw it in a tip of the hat. Try them. Go. Hey, the Bills have not been punting much this year. This has been a year without many punts from the Bills, which is good. Hey, what's up, all chaos? Going pretty well. I'm having fun streaming, and I'm feeling better-ish, improving at least, which is good. Boy, we need a land for extinction event if they're gonna. Oh boy, all right, we really need a land for extinction event. Whoo, what a hand. These are the hands that make me question whether burning trees should be legal. Omniscience is literally as far away from a land as you can get in this deck. Okay, we'll pass the turn. Viewer submitted week. It's still up on the YouTube, Jake Jesus. Girls, oh boy, girls, this is going very poorly. I think we're dead. I think we're super dead. Opponent. Oh, yeah. Should Burning Tree have been unbanned, chat? What do you think? Well, now we draw the land, but I think it's too late. That's what makes this so insane is it's like, even if you hit the Wrath, but a little bit late, you're still dead. Like, you played 5 creatures on turn 2. Keeping people fair, like, in what sense? In the sense of, like punishing them for being on the draw? Alright. Well, Fatal Push. Yeah, I mean, we hit that land too late. And we're going to lose to Llanowar Elves. Ugh. Well, yeah, here we go. Got an update secret from Tomer's deck. Gonna be working on secret. I do think our opponent is one of the better runners we've seen today. Yikes! 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 Oh, double Burning Tree. Come on now. This is where I would normally go on a rant about London Mulligans, but I will spare you. Y'all know my feelings. Y'all know my feelings. But yeah, look, I think they killed Jankerdank. Actually, before we look at how they killed Jankerdank, which is so strange to me, a super quick reminder that our sponsor this afternoon is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom. But look at the list they published. It's so much different. So let's go to deck lists here. So looking back, they published deck lists November 2nd. They published deck lists. Like, just get a sense of this. So let's see. Standard deck list October 19th. Let's pull that up real quick. October 27th. Pull that up real quick. November 2nd, pull that up real quick. And then November 9th. So just get a sense of these decks. Just a quick look at the kind of decks that are published. Like, Teferi's Tutelage. Okay, that's like maybe somewhat legit. Crystalline Giant +1/+1 counters. Okay. Some sort of mono white deck. Cycling. First Iroan games. You're going to have a hard time selling me on the Satyr. Oh, we played this one. We played this one and it was really bad. We tried that one. So we know that one wasn't very good. The weird, like, Veto Clerics deck. This one, 5-color Dream Trawler Joriel with Ugins? Like, what is this deck trying to do? How in the world is Riley Ugin? That's just like all the mythics I opened. This one, it seems like, okay, here we go. 6-card sideboard. 6-card sideboard, mono green. So pretty janky decks. There's some pretty janky decks in there. Then we go up to the next one. All right, kind of legit looking. Somewhat legit looking, somewhat legit looking, somewhat legit looking. What was that card? Waker of Waves? Okay. Yeah, okay. I can buy that. Another Clerics deck with no sideboard. Again, a sideboardless deck, and Clerics aren't really that good. So still, some pretty janky decks included amongst the, like, semi-legitimate looking decks. 13-card sideboard in this one. So another one that, yeah, some good decks, some not so good decks. So that's kind of like the trend of all of their releases. Another, like, weird cleric-ish sort of kind of deck. So all of the releases have had at least some decks where, like, wow, that's really janky. Every single one. Missing sideboards. Here's another one. No sideboard. I don't even know. Eerie Ultimatum? No sideboard Eerie Ultimatum, I guess you would call that. But then, if you go up to the newest one, look at the list they just published after this long break of 9 days. Look at these decks. Wait, what are you saying, chat? No, these are all best of 3. They're all, according to Wizards, they're all best of 3. Oh, you can't see. Oh, I knew. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. All right, now you can see. I'll have to fix that at some point. Anyway, hopefully my description worked. They all have. I went through a whole bunch of them. I thought you could see them with me. I didn't realize. I'm used to, when we did the reset up of stream stuff, we put on game capture. I'm used to it just capturing my monitor. So, but anyway, the point is, all of the lists published before this week, all of them have decks with no sideboard, mixed in with some semi-real looking decks. But if you go up to the most recent one, the list that they published after the first Janker Dank, it's like all real decks. It's Rakdos, real standard deck. It is Mutate, which is real enough that you're not gonna, like, say, oh my god, how did that win? Like, that's a deck that could easily get 6 wins. It's Rogues, sure. Mono Green Food, sure, one of the best decks in standards. Sultai mid-range Planeswalkers, sure, that could win standard. I guess Titan's Nest is kind of unique, but still, it's just a pile of mythics. It's got a sideboard. It looks like a real deck. Adventures, real deck. Cycling, real enough that it can get 6 wins in a row. I guess this is like the jankiest one of the bunch. Is this like draw 2 deck with Yadaro? But still, like, it's got a sideboard. It's got a bunch of mythics. It looks, I don't know. Like, this doesn't jump off the page to me like, oh my goodness, that's janky. I think there's no way this could ever get 6 wins in a row. Big Red, that's a deck people have been streaming and playing. This Yarion Blink deck, all right, that's a bunch of good cards. I could see that getting 6 wins. There's literally no jank. There's no jank. The jankiest decks are like Doom Foretold decks. They're decks that are like playing really good cards. Genesis Ultimatum Ramp, sure, that would go 6-0. A Mono Black Lurus deck, sure, that could get 6 wins. So I feel like I don't know. A lot of these, are they? Like, do these still count? Like, I don't feel like any of them are even close to where we were with that vampire deck. Bear Snake. Well, I mean, I guess, okay, so Are some of them like somewhat janky? Sure. Like I would say out of the list they published, um, I guess you could make like an argument that like Titan's Nest Super Friends, that's unique. Is it janky? Like, I don't know. Ugin just beats everyone. So I don't know if any deck that's like ramping into Ugin can truly be like considered janky. Maybe this draw two deck I think would be the best of the bunch, but still like it's got a bunch of legit cards. There's nothing on the level of like 61 card no sideboard 3 rare knights. Where's the 10 card sideboard? I feel like all these lists though, there's none that I look at. What list of these would you play for Danker Jank or whatever we change it to? Okay, so this one does have a 10 card sideboard. That might be but it's a Doom Foretold deck. Like I guess it is interesting. It's got Necromancer in the main deck. It's got Necromancer in the main deck. It does have a 10 card sideboard, so that is a vote in its favor. But it's also just Doom Foretold with enchantments. And we've seen that being like something that can win a lot of games. Mono black, like Devotion auras. I guess this one doesn't have a sideboard. Maybe there's an argument for this one. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. I mean, I guess that's kind of janky. I guess I felt like most of these decks felt a lot more legitimate than the ones that were posted in the past, where there were some where you just legitimately were like, wow, there's no way that deck could go 6-0. I mean, I guess we could still make do. Maybe it's maybe it's the mono black one. I don't know. So if we're gonna play one of these, what would you say, chat? What of those decks do you think would be the best Janker Dank? The point was always to post somewhat competitive, not how can ever win decks. They refine their algorithm process to make it what it actually was intended. Well, I'm just saying, like, for like 3 months, they posted, how could this ever win decks? And now it seems like those were all like, I mean, I know how Garuda can win. It's not popular in the meta right now, but there was a time when Garuda was one of the best decks in the format for a couple weeks. The draw 2 deck? Yeah, viewer submitted decks could be interesting. Although I feel like kind of the idea was of the season was to see if the list could actually that Wizards published, because some of them look so bad, could actually be competitive. Like we kind of saw with the Knights, even with 61 cards into a sideboard. I mean, Garuda was good for like 2 weeks. It was. I will stand by Garuda actually being like a good deck for 2 weeks. I remember it just like crushing everyone and playing Garuda mirrors constantly, but it did fade away very quickly. Q for the 5th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Garuda? Could do some Garuding. All right. Well, yeah. All right. I will take your advice under consideration. Draw two might be the winner. We'll see. That might be the way to go. All right. So deck number 2 today. I will pull up the deck list, put it in the chat. This is the viewer submitted Infinite Vampire combo deck. So the idea of this deck, which we talked about before, we're trying to set up 4-ish, 3.5-ish piece combo. All right. Deck list should be updated. Yeah, I gotta switch back to here. There we go. We're back to the arena setup. Where can we submit deck lists for you to play? saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Just email them to me. No guarantee that they get played, but I do try to look through all of them. I do try to respond to all of them. Sometimes it takes me a while because I usually get hundreds a week. And then sometimes we end up playing them. We still haven't played servos, JP. We still have it. So we'll real quick before we move on, we'll look at this deck one more time because people are asking. So the Emergent Ultimatum deck built around 3 packages: Cast Emergent Ultimatum Package 1, Omniscience, Liliana, and Planewide Celebration. You either get Omniscience plus one of these cards, or if your opponent doesn't give you Omniscience, if you cast it so Liliana resolves first, you can proliferate enough times to immediately ultimate, put your opponent to one of each permanent type. So that's one option. Package 2 is Emergent Ultimatum for Peer into the Abyss, Underworld Dreams, and Omniscience. In that package, you're essentially guaranteed to get Omniscience, because if your opponent doesn't give you Omniscience, then they just die in the spot to Peer with Underworld Dreams out. So if you want to have Omniscience 100%, because you got a bunch of stuff in hand, this package should always get you Omniscience. The other package gives you like the Super Wrath or an Omniscience. Regalic, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so now we're going to try a viewer-submitted Infinite Vampire combo deck. So the idea of this deck, we need a lot to go right, but here's what we're looking to do with the deck. We are trying to go infinite with Oathsworn Vampire, which you can cast from your graveyard if you gain life this turn. So that is the most important piece. Oathsworn Vampire. Pitiless Plunder is the second most important piece. Whenever a creature you control dies, you get a treasure token. So this means if we can throw Woe Strider or Yahenni into the mix, we can sacrifice our Oathsworn Vampire, which we can recast from the graveyard, and we get this treasure token from Pitiless Plunder. That means with one more piece, Bantu's Monument is the best of the bunch. Herald Horn can kind of be a backup if we have a Blood Artist, but throw a Bantu's Monument into the mix. And then we can cast Oathsworn Vampire for with single mana. This makes black creatures 1 less, and we drain for 1 when we cast a creature spell. So that means we can sacrifice Oathsworn Vampire to make a treasure, which will allow us to immediately cast Oathsworn Vampire from our graveyard for 1 mana because we have Bantu's Monument, which will drain our opponent for 1, and then we sack the Oathsworn Vampire, loop, 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 infinite damage, infinite Vampire casting. You can also replace Bantu's Monument with Herald's Horn plus Blood Artist. That's another way we can win. And that's basically the idea of the deck. Yeah, I mean, excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit. So, is there any way this deck is going to be like super duper ultra competitive? Probably not. Like, it's a 4-piece combo deck. Can it be like a little competitive and do cool things? Hopefully. That's what we're shooting for. So we're not shooting for best deck in the format with this one. We're shooting for hopefully we can pull this off. Yeah, Plunder is an underrated card, I think. 1 land, no keep. We got a Coco. That's fine. We will keep. Yeah, Plunder is super sweet. Yeah, alright. Put a Forest to the bottom. Might be up against Real Sacrifice or some sort of Auras deck. Yeah, I wish. Oh, it is Auras. Well, if there's good news, it's that Priest of Forgotten Gods is pretty good against our opponent's deck. And we actually have the Monument. We're actually... So we need to find the Plunder. The Plunder is a card that we can't easily replace. I'll play the Monument. We might die to the Spirit Dancer very quickly. I really wanted to submit this for viewer-submitted Commander Clash, but forgot it was happening last week. Oh, let me see, Jake Jesus. No attacks. Oh, yeah, record is 0-0. Which, might be our best win percentage with this deck. All the glitters. Yeah. How does Priest replace? Well, but Priest we can only activate once. So it doesn't actually work, right? we need to be able to do it a whole bunch of times. Oh, well, if there's good news, Tailspinner Lore, that looks like a super fun deck to play, but we didn't have access to Commander Legends last week, so we wouldn't have been able to play that one quite anyways. Yeah, we need to actually go infinite. We need it to be repeatable. Oh, thank you, Dr. Godhead. The infamous, yeah. Too bad we weren't doing Jank and Dank during the era of the 60 planes main deck, 5 plane sideboard deck. Oh, all right. Untap Vlad. Collected Company. If only. If only Pitiless Plunder was... I was about to say, if only Pitiless Plunder was cheap enough to get hit by Collected Company. That was actually going to be the words. Those were going to be the words out of my mouth. How many hits do we have? A lot, right? We have 20... actually, 23 hittable creatures is not... That's not enough. Well, that's awkward. We're actually going to have to take out Collected Company. Yeah, 23 hittable creatures is really, really cutting it light for Collected Company. We do get a bunch more removal, which is good. It's going to make the combo much less consistent. But I think it's necessary. All right, run it like that. Yeah, ideally you want to be as close to 30 as possible. That's a good rule of thumb. Like, as close to 30 as possible, as long as you're up in the, like, 27, 28 range, you're fine. Once you get below, like, 27, 28, that's when you're going to be hitting one creature. Or, as we just saw, 0 creatures. I think we actually keep this way more often than you want to. Unfortunately, we have a tap land for turn 1, but Thoughtseize is one of the best cards against the Boggles deck. Yeah. Lurrus is actually not a super... Oh my god, that's actually great against us. How in the world did our opponent know that that's what we were doing? How in the world? I guess they saw the priest, so they figured sacrifice. Opponent, selfless savior. I'll take Cartouche. And this does shut down lures from recasting stuff, which... Really? Really? That's your draw for the turn. Oh no. I mean, I wasn't expecting this to go especially well, but I was also not expecting it to go like, oh my god, are we just dead? I think we're just dead. We're dead to the dog. Yeah, I mean, okay. I don't know. Let's pretend like that would never happen. Broken Storage. That was a warm-up. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Watch your Savala video. Realize that Savala kind of works like Morrowind to combo off with untap effects. Historic makes it pretty unique. You should put the combo together. Ooh, that does sound sweet. Yeah, we'll just pretend that one never happened. Let's do one more game, and then maybe we'll see. I mean, our main goal is to pull off the combo. Let's see if we can pull off the combo, and then we'll try to improve the deck a little bit. The other thing is, maybe instead of Collected Company, I was gonna say Eldritch Evolution, but that's not in the format. Is there anything that just directly gets us a creature that we can play? Because Galactic Company not getting Pitiless Plunder, one of our two most important pieces, is definitely a drawback. Well, all right. Let's see how bad this Coco is. Yeah, Neoform, we do have to go in another color, but it would technically work. Grim Tutor. Yeah, we still have to cast it, but it would find what we needed. That might be worth considering. Also, watch your Savala video. Realize that Savala is kind of broken with Uro. You can cast a 7-drop on turn 3. Savala is actually a pretty sweet card. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually play it in like a historic deck. Ooh, Fiend Artisan. That I like. Fiend Artisan might be exactly what we're looking for in this deck. That might be exactly it. Ooh, New Vivian is interesting too. Although then we need a 5-drop to get Pitiless Plunder. And we don't have 5-drop. So it might not work for this in specific, even though I do like the idea. Fauna Shaman, those might be the option. Finale Devastation. All of those seem like they might be what we are looking for. Well, let's just swamp. Whoa, Strider. We're actually kind of close to doing what we want to do. We don't have the monument, but we have all of our pieces. Well, get a go. Pass the turn. We have... Yeah, this could work. We have the Oathsworn. We have the Pitiless Plunder. All we need is a monument, and we're in Combo Town. I've been submitting this brew for a while, but I haven't been sure you've seen it. What do you think? Ooh, let me see super well. Uro number 2. So our opponent Emergent ultimatuming us. Ooh, that looks like a fun Thantis deck. Giving your opponent creatures is definitely a sweet play style. They don't drain ya. Opponent. Plays a... Wow, if they just play Ugin or something. Apply the land untapped. Go attacking. Do we just Coco? We can't combo yet anyway. We could play Plitty. Yeah, let's just pass in Coco. Trust in the Coco gods. Opponent going to eliminate Blood Artist. Well, sack it to Scry. Drain. Coco bottom. Now that's one whiff out of the way. Yeah, Harmless Offering seems like the kind of card that could easily be an historic. I kind of like the Harmless Offering, or I kind of like the Fiend Artisan Fauna Shaman idea. That might just be better than Collected Company, especially with the... Oh, no. Especially with the amount of creatures that are in the deck. Well, there's a Nissa. And there's an Uro. Oh, please. If we whiff again with Collected Company, then... Well, let's Collected Company. Ooh. Well, Iara. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Drain you. This is actually not the worst. So opponent gets an Uro. Untaps a land. Goes attacking. Now we take it. Untap. Oh, can we actually do it? 1, 2. I think we can. So we play this. So we play Bantu's Monument. We sack these two. That gets us 3 mana to play Pitiless Plunder. Then we sack Priest. That gets us 1 mana to play Oathsworn. Alright. I think this works. Bantu's Monument. Sack you, sack you. Make some mana. Plunderer. Sack the Priest to get a treasure. Doesn't matter. Oathsworn Vampire. And we did it. It has been assembled. Drain you. Sack the Vampire. Infinite Vampires. It actually happened. It actually happened. Cast it. Drain you. Oh my goodness, it worked. Broken. Maybe this deck is broken. That was an explosive turn. That was a really good turn. And we get to scry through our deck? Vizier Seer style? I mean, if we're about to time out... Oh, yeah. I was going to say we could pass the turn. Hopefully we're taking enough actions that it's fine. We're actually, like, repeatedly casting spells, so hopefully that means... Hopefully that means our clock won't be running. We'll see. We are doing a lot of things. I mean, this is like infinite damage, though. Unlike Cat Oven, this is like infinite damage combo. It reminds me a little bit of a modern deck or some modern combos, but definitely requires a lot of pieces. I mean, it worked though. Like our opponent's staking it out, but they're dead. They're super duper ultra dead. Maybe this deck can do things. Yeah, I guess we can just leave things on top. We're not really looking for anything. We're just kind of like absent-mindedly scrying. Sack it. Sure. An opponent realizes our time isn't running down, and we beat Anissa, and we beat an Uro, and and we got the win. Would Fiend Artisan be a good choice instead of Company? Yeah, I think we were talking about it. Fiend Artisan and Fauna Shaman are 2 cards worth considering. I feel like... So if you look at the deck, Oathsworn and Pitiless Plunder are the pieces where you don't have any redundancy. And let's just bring in a couple Assassin's Trophies. I also don't know about these Lurises. 3 main deck Lurises. We don't have that much we can recast with them. The Lurises feel pretty bad. I mean, I guess they're probably like somewhat necessary for collected company hits. I feel like the idea of the combo is sweet, but we could probably... But we can probably do some tweaking around the edges to improve it. Hey, thank you, Phoenix Drakefire. I'm glad you liked it. I bet it's better to just cut the green mana, use Fiend Artisan, and self-mill to assemble it. Yeah, I guess that would be the other side of cutting collected company, is you could technically be mono black, couldn't you? Oh, what is the Rakdos Haste, dude? Rakdos Shred Freak, maybe? Alright, well, collected company, this is your chance. This is your chance to prove that you're worth keeping in the deck. Assuming we draw 2 more lands. Oh, alright. So we get Thought Seized. Yeah, Sorin could be an interesting addition. Well, land in Priest of Forgotten Gods. Yeah. Yeah, is there any way... What was the... Oh, the Sorin combo required... The Soaring combo in Modern required Walking Ballista, right? That was the main combo. Let our opponent play a land. Bandu's Monument. Drawing what they thought sees. Alright. Opponent Growth Spirals. Bandu's Monument's not bad. Boot it. I mean, worst case, we can Yahenni Priest next turn. If we don't draw land for Coco. Opponent. Ugh. Are we getting Nissa'd? Boo. Boo Nissa. Dirty Nissa player. What kind of person would ever play a Nissa deck? Hey, what's up, Nitch? Hopefully teaching went well. Oh, this is the 4-card Wombo combo deck. Opponent gets and hits us. Ooh. Well, Coco. Huh. Well, sack them both. Trigger. Eat the land. Yeah, Yahenni. Hit your Actually, you know what? I guess the Nissa lives. Hit your face. Well, alright. We'll see what they can do with their double mana. That was not a bad turn, though. This deck has some sweet turns. It'll be easier to explain the combo once we get to the sideboard. Opponent. Yeah, it could go more with the Vampire plan. Try to play like the card draw Vampire. Ooh, the Vampire Forerunner. But Pitiless Plunder is not a Vampire, right? If it could get both Plunder and Oathsworn Vampire, then I think I would be in. But not getting Pitiless Plunder is a big drawback. Opponent. I mean, if this is Ugin, then I think we cry and scoop. Okay. Just a Uro with a lot of mana floating. Yup. Fable Passage. Grows our Yahenni. Yeah, there are a lot of cages. That would be the risk of going with the reanimation plan. Do we want this Yahenni or do we want the Priest? Probably the Priest. Sure. Come on, Pitiless Plunder. If we hit Pitiless Plunder, we might be able to combo. I think I'd rather have the Priest than Yahenni. We should be able to find a replacement Yahenni with Collected Company, hopefully. Wow, opponent floated all that mana for no reason. Gets in, hits us. I'll play the land Coco. Sacrifice. Actually, let's play Priest. Sacrifice. Drain you. Draw a card. Oh! Oh, so close. I guess we don't have the full sack outlet, though, either. Vampire. Alright. Alright. Alright, maybe. 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 Vote it. Lad. What do they got? What do they got? Even without the... I think we can win next turn if we don't get Wrath or something. Even without a full sack outlet, with just 2 sacks? Like, Phyrexian Tower plus Priest? Okay, big crosses. That's not an Ugin. Opponent does go up to 9. Oh, this is going to be real close. This is going to be real close. Opponent untaps. Goes attacking. No blocks. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. We have Yahenni. Oh, we can't recast Yahenni. Okay, let's think about this. So. Play Pitiless Plunderer. Drain you. Phyrexian Tower. Sack Oathsworn Vampire. Get a treasure, drain you. Luris. Drain you. Blood Artist. Drain you. Oathsworn Vampire. Whoa! This deck actually seems like it. The deck actually seems like it, like, kind of weirdly sort of has some potential. Dun 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 indeed. Interesting. Oh yeah, we switched to Infinite Vampires. I guess I should update the name. Okay. I mean, our opponent did not have horrible draws either. We got Nissad and Urod. All right, let's look at this. So, let's say we want to make this as strong as possible. What do we like about this deck? What do we not like? The other reason to keep a little green in the deck is Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, I mean it was probably a good matchup. That is true. So, all right, how can we let's look at this. Why is there no Fiend Artisan's gonna be multicolor? So what other ways do we have to find our combo pieces? Fauna Shaman, if we stay in green, Fauna Shaman is in the conversation. Shared Summon actually gets both of them, but it's 5 mana. Prime Speaker Vanifar could be interesting. Like, we kind of get free sacks of Oathsworn Vampire. Hour of Devastation, or Finale of Devastation, is another possibility. Fiend Artisan. Neoform is a little tough. I'm actually not 100% sure any of these cards... Are any of these cards new? Like, new? Bantu's Monument was from Amonkhet Remastered. I guess Yahenni... that was in Jumpstart, I think. So I don't think any of these cards are brand new. I don't really like Forerunner because it can't get Pitiless Plunderer. That's the issue. We need to be able to get... The main ones are Pitiless Plunderer or Oathsworn Vampire. So we need them to be able to get both. Mono black with Fiend Artisan. But what do we do about Grafdigger's Cage if we're mono black? That's the other thing is... I don't know if we can leave ourselves dead to Grafdigger's Cage. So we might need to keep a little bit of green mana just to have an answer to Grafdigger's Cage. Coveted Prize would be sweet, but we're not super party over here. Mono, I wonder if Mono Black's better. So, like, what do we not like about the deck? I think we can probably go down, like, a Herald's Horn, a Yahenni. 6 is usually a fine number. So, Trim. I'm not sold on so many Lurises. Maybe a Luris. If we're going down the collected companies, then we... Oh, yes, it's not a companion. Then we can add in Fiend Artisans. Yeah, Luris, I think, is a little questionable. Oh, you want to play multiple? 2 different Forerunners. So this searches for a vampire. This searches... It's a human that searches for a pirate. Actually... That actually might be... Maybe that's the solution. Maybe we keep it the same. Maybe Forerunner of the Coalition is just a way we can find Pitiless Plunder with Collected Company. Like, that seems... That might be the way to go. That actually might be the best plan. Like, go down a Yahenni, go down a couple Lurises, go down a Herald's Horn. We can just play Forerunner of the Coalition. Forerunner of the Coalition is another Collected Company hit. And it lets us Pitiless Plunder. So we can, like, end of turn Coco. Okay. I actually kind of like that idea. And then I think Fiend Artisan is still worth considering. Maybe we go like 1 Herald's Horn. Like, we really do want this effect. Maybe something like that? How many lands are in this deck? 20. Blooming Marsh. Maybe it's something like that. Woe Strider is better, but we already have max Woe Striders. They're just split up, so it looks awkward. Arena being Arena. Yeah, but we're already maxed out, so that's just like a backup. I kind of like this idea. Hey, Seth, long-time listener, first-time caller. Do you find your enthusiasm for MTG waning, or is it increasing? I mean, I still love Magic. We've went through, even when Magic is in... All right, let's try it like this and see what happens. We can always go back to the drawing board again. So I always enjoy Magic. Between all the different formats, I do think that... Ooh, all right, remind me, and I'll export it. I'll export it after this game. Yeah, even during the downtimes, and we have had some pretty bad downtimes over the past couple years, I still really enjoy Magic, partly because there's so many different ways to play. When Standard is horrible, I play Modern, or when Modern is horrible, I play Historic, or then Pioneer comes out and is really fun for a while. So my enthusiasm for Magic is still... Ooh. Okay. My enthusiasm for Magic is still pretty strong, I would say. Oh, do we... what is Arena's ranks? Is Diamond the one below Mythic? Did we rank up today? I think we did. Yeah, we did. That's sweet. Will Hogak ever be abandoned modern? No, never. Not even a tiny chance. I think there is like, out of the whole modern ban list, Hogak is very, very low on cards that have any hope of ever being unbanned. Hey, thank you, Krusty Back. Thanks for hanging out, by the way. Huh. Well, we're a little bit plunder flooded now, I would say. We have maybe more plunderers than we'll ever need. I guess the other thing to look at is, can we add any more pirates to our deck that are worth finding? Yeah, that was the theory, is we could... Forerunner was a way that Coco could hit Plunder in a roundabout way. Thoughtseize, well... They should take the Monument, but I don't know if that's obvious. Because this deck is weird looking. Alright, they do take it. Well, play the land, Forerunner. What about Blazing Shoal being unbanned? Come on, you know you want to do it. Oh, I don't think we want to... I don't think we want to further power up Infact. That just makes for, like, turn 2 kill Infact. Although I guess, like, I don't know, maybe it'd be fine these days in a world where... Wow, he drew the Pitiless Plunder. Huh. So we sack this, we get 2. Yeah, let's just wait for now. Pass the turn, see what our opponent does. We know we sack at instant speed if we have to. Opponent plays an Uro. Yeah, Forerunner does put the creature on top. Oh, wait. Wait. So we... Oh, yeah, you're right. That was the Plunder that we had tutored up. You are correct. Opponent passes. I'll play Forerunner. Drain. Alright, no draw. Play a Swamp. Sack. Get some treasure. You know what else we need is Castle Aquain. Should definitely have Castle Aquain in the mana base. For sure. Opponent, land. Explores. Oh, come on now. Who plays Maelstrom Pulse? Oh, that makes things a lot harder now. Pass the turn. Oh, I was not expecting Maelstrom Pulse. I put a small twist on Teamer Marvel in Historic. Want to take a look? Yeah, let me see, swoogity. Layers Anissa.
I will protect the virtue of this world.
Opponent untaps.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Gets in. Oh yeah, I like Omniscience a lot in Marvel. I think it's actually pretty sweet there. Another Uro. Yeah, definitely. This deck definitely wants Castle Aquain. Yeah, Hostage Taker would be good if we were in blue. Yeah, this isn't looking great. Oh, land 20. Yeah, alright. Well, yeah, let's go to the next one. We're too many combo pieces away. That Maelstrom Pulse was insane. Is Pulse even good against Marvel? You've already been been Marvel spun by the time you kill it with sorcery speed removal though. I'm really skeptical of using anything at sorcery speed against Marvel because usually it's the first Marvel spin that kills you. But maybe other people see it differently and are playing it for that reason. Um, do we even change anything? They probably aren't playing Grafdigger's Cage. Maybe they are. Three Forerunners might be too many. Maybe we go like two. We just don't have enough pirates to find. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, we played Emergent Ultimatum and decided to try this viewer submitted vampire deck for Vampire Infinite combo deck for the second half of the stream. Kindled Carnage, yeah. I mean, the idea is definitely interesting for sure. Now playing a land, Blood Artist. Come on, lands, please. We got 3 drops, 4 days. Yeah, Castle Aquaine seems perfect. Opponent plays a land. Yoriel. Well, you know what? We're actually going to... Yeah. I mean, this isn't great, but I think we got to do it. Yeah, I mean, Pulse seems fine. Well, speaking of Pulse, well, we hit a land at least. Play the Monument. Go. Opponent's going to be casting Haymakers here shortly, though. Explores, draws a card, makes a Yoriel token. My dad would play it, and I remember being 13, started logging into playing his account. He found out and made me one. Oh, that's sweet. Well, let's... Whoa, Strider. Make a goat. Sack a goat. Whoa, Strider. Phyrexian Tower is pretty strong. It's a good magic card. Pass the turn. So do you think there will... Hey, what's up, Side of the Celery Guy? How are you? Do you think there will be snow in Keldheim? I think that's actually interesting. Wait. Oh, yeah, they did have a land. All right, so we'll sack to Scry. Really? All right. All right. I mean, that's a hand. And then Anissa. Ay. Wow. Well, opponent's living El Saltai Dream Marino over there. I think this one's super over. So we can get a Priest, we can get a Forerunner. Seems unlikely to matter, though. Get a Plunderer. Opponents. Yeah, opponents they've had everything this game. Double Fatal Push with Revolt into Nissa, with Yoriel, with the Maelstrom Faults. They've just had They have just had every single piece they could. Huh! Jeez, all right.
The land shall conquer you.
Kaldheim definitely looks sweet. Opponent gets in with everything. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Sure. Yeah. I mean, good hand, I guess. Weird tribal. That would be interesting. Any chance of you playing Gruul, Pummeler, and Historic anytime soon? Keep an eye on the YouTube. Very soon, I would say. Alright. Yeah, Giants are kind of close to being viable. But yeah, there's definitely some Gruul Pummeler action coming. What about keep the core combo cards, play discard removal? I think it's tough with a deck like this because there's just so many combo pieces. If you're gonna play like a 4-card combo deck, which you never want to do from a competitive perspective anyway, like 4 cards is just that's too many to actually have a competitive deck. Oh, this is not gonna go well. But if you're gonna build a 4-card combo deck for fun, I think you just gotta focus as much as possible on the combo. Like, yeah, we could add in a playset of Fatal Push or something, but there's too many combo pieces for us to be a real deck, quote unquote, because we have like 20 of a, like more than half of our deck is just dedicated to combo pieces as it is. And if you don't have ways of finding them, you're never going to assemble it. I mean, one in every, 100 games or something, you'll just stumble into it by blind luck, but yeah. I mean, I expect we just die to Muxus this turn. Unfortunately, we can't play Goblin Hate because our deck needs the graveyard for our combo. So, I mean, there's no way this deck is actually, like, legitimately competitive. I think the best it can hope for is maybe, like, very semi-competitive. Yeah, alright, here comes the win. Well, that was not as scary as Muxus could be. Unfortunately, I don't think we can really punish our opponent for... Oh, no, we're still just dead. Alright, sure. Alright, yeah. I think we're, like, have zero chance of ever beating goblins. We could play goblins a million times, and we would lose to it 1,000,001 somehow. Alright. Well, I mean, we did get to combo once. Maybe we just stick with the initial build, the initial viewer-submitted build, because I did combo once. Still tweaking this 5-ticks Rakdos Morphlist. Ooh. You can get a pretty good deck for 5 ticks. That is definitely one of the big upsides of Magic Online is, geez, you can get some pretty solid looking commander decks for not much money. Hey, thanks, Jade. Been working on a commander deck that has only been... Wait. Started to work on a commander deck that has only been an idea in my head for a little while. I wants to take cards that don't have flash, but would be amazing with flash and give them flash. Nevsdick on your opponent's end step, for example, and stuff goes boom. That's kind of a fun idea. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cards that are pretty good if you can flash them in. Nev's Disc is a good... Oh, all right, maybe. I mean, it's goblins, though. Goblins. Still not sure about Muxus being a card in Historic. It just, I mean, it's a Hearthstone deck. I think when people say that, they're not joking. Do you know which of the goblins depicted on the card Muxus is Muxus the character? Ooh. Well, we'll have to look when. I'll have to look. Isn't there just one with a crown? Like, isn't that Muxus? Opponent plays a land. So what, we're dead in next turn. Okay. Opponent, hasty goblins, goes attacking. Yeah, we can't really stop this. Herald's Horn. Gives us a swamp. Play it. Play it and pray for no Muxus. That's asking a lot. Asking a lot. Herald's Horn. I'm gonna try a mono black version of this with self mill and black market. Ooh. Chandra. Okay, that's better than Muxus. That's way better than Muxus. Takes up. Snoop. Opponent. Well, let's go. Fiend Artisan Luris. Okay. Oh, there's a plunderer. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So there's no way we can do it this turn. Alright, pass the turn. Pray that we remain alive. Coco into what we need. Pitiless Plunder, combo kill. No Muxus on top. Alright, land on... My goodness, no! Well, there's the Muxus. Well, and there was Cranko, and it has haste, and sure. Go back to Hearthstone, goblins. Go back to Hearthstones. Ugh. The goblin deck, it's beatable if you are able to pack like a bunch of hate cards for it, but if not, Muxus is just, it is a maybe we'll have to play Panharmonic on goblins. just to make Muxus even more insane. Put all the goblins into play. Alright. Well, let's see. We can probably get in one or like maybe two more games, and I'm gonna have to go upload the podcast. Yeah, that's the biggest problem is we can't play Cage, which is another reason why this is more of a super janky fun deck than a actual competitive deck. This has a lot of combo pieces. But yeah, we can't play Cage, and Cage is really, really good and really important right now. Ooh, Helm of the Host on Muxus would be that would be spicy. Opponent. When did white become the color of vampires? Ixalan brought white vampires, right? I mean, there might have been some scattered ones in the past, but that's when we got a lot of white-black vampire support. Kaldheim being a tribal set would be interesting. Well, Blooming Marsh. Blood Artist. Oh, don't Extinction Event. We're all even at the moment. Yeah, most of it's for Mixalon. Okay, opponent has a Fatal Push. And how has a Fatal Push been for you in Historic? I actually think my experience with it has been it's not very good. Like, I think Bloodchief's Ascension might just be better still. Opponent, playing all the lands in the world. Yeah, I started with, like, taking out all my Blood Chief's Ascensions and playing all... Oh, no. Oh, that's super bad for us. Oh, that's going to make it way harder. Way harder to combo. Alright, Pitiless Plunder. Yeah, now we need our opponent to be tapped out. That's going to be an issue. Yeah, people are pretty bad with Revolt for sure. In historic deck skill on turn 4, you don't combo except turn 4 combo. Opponent gets in. Are they playing Disfigure? Giant Growth? What is... Okay. Opponent plays a land. And... Crosses. Okay. Well, let's collect a company. Ooh. Oh, painful. Painful, painful, painful. Oh, past the turn. Oh, these Cocos. Why are we so bad at Cocoing? I mean, Fatal Push is insane in fetch land formats. I think it might be overrated in Historic, though. I feel like it misses out on killing a lot of important stuff without Revolt, and I feel like it's actually really hard for most decks to trigger Revolt. Podcast is about Commander Legends Draft, our experiences with Commander Legends Draft, about Historic with Kaladesh Remastered, about if and when Paper Magic will make a return now that we're starting to maybe get good news about pandemics and vaccines and so forth. So kind of like predictions as to, I mean, not about pandemic because we're not scientists, but like, is Wizards going to bring back paper events? Are they going to just keep not doing paper events because they're used to doing them on Arena now? All right, this is our chance. If we can draw Monument off the top, which would be pretty miraculous, we just win. Come on, Magic Gods. Land. Ugh. Well, we've drawn many of our 22 lands. We might have to survive on comboing a single time. What would white add to the deck, do you think? Rugs? Board the Weatherlight. Board the Weatherlight doesn't get any of our stuff, right? What does Board the Weatherlight get? It's historic permanence, I think. Yeah, historic cards. So, Artifact Legendary Saga. I think Board the Weatherlight would just whiff like crazy. Oh, come on. These Maelstrom Pulses. Yeah. All right, on to the next one. For the sake of trying to combo one more time, let's go to the next one. I guess bring in a couple Assassin's trophies. Main deck. Ugh, main deck. Main deck ooze is frightening. Well, all right, run it like that. I mean, losing any of those pieces, one of the downsides of playing a 4-piece combo deck is losing any of our 4 combo pieces is pretty painful. The bigger issue is our opponent, there's no way we can ever combo through the Scavenging Ooze. The only thing that was like kind of keeping us in it was our opponent not knowing that we were a graveyard combo deck. But once all the combo pieces are sitting on the table, it is incredibly unlikely that our opponent's not going to leave up a single green mana to make it so we never win. Devilfish for the 22nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I don't think the combo will ever be good in a sense that you're going to win with it often. Because it takes 4 pieces. Like, maybe if something happens to make it 3 pieces, or obviously 2 pieces, or if we get more... Yeah, Blood Artist is it kind of fills in on the Bantu's Monument role a little bit. Or if we get more redundancy for the pieces. But really, like, I don't think there's ever been a 4-card combo that will ever, like, has ever been truly competitive. Because it's just naturally, needing that many different cards is just naturally going to be, like, somewhat inconsistent. So I think the goal is to make it, as good as it can be, to win as often as possible, or be as competitive as possible. But I'm not under any illusions that the 4-card combo is actually going to be the next big thing in the format or anything. How many cards is Neoform? Neoform's a weird one. I would consider it 2.5, I guess. You need Neoform. You need... There's a cage. You need Neoform. I'm playing the Monument. So, Neoform, you need a way to copy Neoform. Dualcaster Mage or Storm Tamer. And then you just need a 2-mana creature. So that's kind of like the... Yeah, that's kind of like the half part, I guess I would say is... Let's do this. Drain you. I mean, that is the drawback of we comboed once, and we actually won that game, or we won that match. But I don't know. It'd be sweet if we could win one more, but we have like maybe this game probably to do it. I guess the games go pretty quick. We might squeeze in one more real quick. Opponent has removal. So for this deck to go infinite, you need Bantu's Monument. You need a sack outlet like Woe Strider or Yahenni. You need a Pitiless Plunderer, and you need a Oathsworn Vampire. So if you have all 4 of those, you can sack the Oathsworn Vampire to make a treasure. There's an... Oh, that's layers. Layers upon layers of hate cards. I guess we do pick up on a lot of fringe hate as well. Well, pass the turn. But then you can sack the Oathsworn Vampire. You can cast it from the graveyard. Because of the treasure and the monument reducing the cost, you can cast it essentially for free. Then you sack it again, and then it drains with the monument. So yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it is a against the odds and then some deck, I would say. It's definitely, I mean, it's really funny and sweet when you can pull it off, but it's just so many pieces to actually be consistent. Too many pieces to really be consistent. But it's definitely sweet if we can pull it off. Do you have any plans for more drafting of Commander Legends? Also, do you have more videos than the one draft you did with the guys? Been trying to figure that out. I was thinking of like trying to do a Commander Legends draft for YouTube. The challenge is doing a single draft all the way through is based on the experience we've all had, is probably like 10 plus hours, 10 to 12 hours. And I'm not really sure how to make YouTube content out of that. I mean, I guess you could do like the draft in one game, but even that is probably going to be 4+ hours. So it's a tough format to really make content out of, I think. Just because of length, it's just like so incredibly slow and grindy. The White Monument's probably the best one. The White Monument gives you a 1/1 token. There's been good, even in modern, not like super top tier, but there has been good White Monument decks. Blue, red, and green. Green Monument has some potential. It's +2/+2 and trample when you cast a creature, so it can be fine in like a green Stompy style deck. But those are the main ones, I would say. I'll take Priest. Take Forerunner. Drain you. Get Pitiless Plunder. The idea of using Forerunner to get a Pitiless Plunder has been working. Like, it is doing what we want. So that has been a good idea. Hey, see you, Maze. Enjoy your dinner. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, we're not super duper far away. Alright, maybe getting further. Opponent gets in, hits us. We needed that Priest because we need to be able to sack things to kill the ooze. We can't actually combo through this ooze. And this ooze is going to kill us pretty quick. Yeah, that was pretty hostile format. Everyone's prepared with Grafdigger's cages and so forth at the moment. Galactic Company. Oh my goodness. Oh, all right, one more. All right, one more. This is it, and then I gotta upload the podcast. One very, very final-ish shot for this deck to combo, and you all to see it, and then I gotta go do the podcast. So this is it. Last time. If it's ever gonna come together for the sake of the content, this is the last chance. Final Parting. Is that like 5 mana, tutor 1 to your hand, 1 to the graveyard? That could be interesting. Yes, come on, Magic Gods. Please, please. Be good. Alright. We'll play first. Ugh, 1 colorless land, no keep. Well, okay. Put a monument to the bottom. Woodland Cemetery, go. Sand's not horrible. Ooh, sacrifice? Well, land and Priest. Pass the turn. Opponents. Oh, the combo. I think it would probably take me the rest of the stream just to name all the combo pieces that are required. Opponent plays a Priest. Passes. Aghadir's Awakening. Pass the turn. So you need Oathsworn Vampire. You need Pitiless Plunderer. You need Bantu's Monument. And you need a sack outlet. And then the end result is basically you can sacrifice and cast the Oathsworn Vampire an infinite number of times. Alright, so we sack the Priest. The opponent gets a Croxa. We collect a company. Magic gods. Magic gods. Oh, wow. Okay. These collected companies have been so bad. Oh boy, this poor deck. Well, alright. At least we don't have to worry about our opponent bringing Grafdigger's Cage for game 2. We can pray for the miracle. We can pray for the miracle. Midnight Reaper joins the party for our opponent. Hits us for a bunch. Yeah, we're kind of hard locked here. Play Woe Strider. We're probably actually going to concede shortly. So play Woe Strider. Sack the Goat. Play Forerunner. Pass the turn. So we have a couple of combo pieces. One thing that would make the deck so much better is if Pitiless Plunder was 3 mana. Like, that by itself would go such a long ways. Opponent, gonna get back Croxa. Yeah, alright. Well, one last shot. One last shot. One last shot for the 4-card combo to come together. It's even hard to sideboard because we have so many combo pieces that, like, taking out combo pieces just makes it harder to ever combo. Yeah, Forerunner only gets Pitiless Plunder. So there isn't much sense in putting another Pitiless Plunder on top of our deck. So we have Monument. Yeah, this hand isn't really close to comboing. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. We got the Monument. That's combo piece 1. That's combo piece 1. This is, I don't even know what, the person who sent me the deck called it Infinite Vampire combo. I don't even know what I guess that's actually, like, probably a reasonable name for it. It is a very janky 4-card combo that's trying to assemble 4 cards to cast Oathsworn Vampire an infinite number of times to get infinite damage with Bantu's Monument. Well, well, there goes the one combo piece we did kind of have. I mean, I guess Plunder is another piece, but yeah, back down to 1 combo piece. And you need to not get hit by Graveyard Hate, and you need to have your combo pieces live. There is, if you go to the replay YouTube tomorrow, if you go to the replay YouTube, you can find the combo in action. It did work. It did work once. I was hoping that it would work twice, and we could see it one more time before the stream ends. And who knows? This hand actually, if our opponent didn't have the Thoughtseize for Bantu's Monument, this hand actually would have had a chance to combo. Like, Sack Outlet, Pitiless Plunder, Oathsworn Vampire. What we're missing is that Monument that they Thoughtseize. Like, if our opponent didn't Thoughtseize, we would have had a shot. You need a Sack Outlet, you need Bantu's Monument, you need Pitiless Plunder, you need Oathsworn Vampire. Oh. Alright, well, yeah. Well, now we are many many years away from comboing. Opponent goes attacking. We will block. I mean, when you're playing a 4-card combo deck, you gotta basically hope your opponent mulls to 3 and has no interaction. Opponent sacks, yeah. I mean, we can get this back eventually, which is some amount of good news. Another Woe Strider. I guess there's a question as to whether we make it to eventually. I'll play Fiend Artisan. Pass the turn. I think we just died to the beatdowns. Opponent gets his Active Scry. Yeah, there's a couple of backup ways. Yeah, if you have multiple Plunderers and a Blood Artist, then you can get there. I mean, I think it's a really fun idea, and we did pull off the combo. It's just, boy, you need a lot of pieces to come together. So it's just doesn't come together super consistently. Yeah, I mean, when you play janky combo decks, I think that's really, oh boy. Well, I mean, we won't scoop early because this is our last match of our stream, but not looking great. Not looking great for the good guys. Opponent gets in it. I guess we could have blocked. I don't know if anything we do matters at this point. Opponent hits us. Sags our Fiend Artisan. Yeah, I think this one's just straight up over. So opponent sacks to the bottom, plays a land. We draw a tap land. We play a tapped Oathsworn Vampire. Yeah, alright. Well, so what it is, yeah, that was our Jinxgiving deck. So what do we learn? I mean, we ranked up to Diamond today. We played 2 combo decks. We did get to see both combos go off. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just over. There's no, I think I was a little mentally checked out of that last one. There's no way we're winning from there. Like, it's just that the game was over like a few turns before. Then I don't even know if there's really any point in fighting it. Like, so what do we learn? The Infinite Vampire combo deck, the combo's really sweet when it happens. The drawback is it happens incredibly infrequently. Text you go, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So when you have the draw when everything comes together, it's one of the more spectacular ways that you can win. Like, you get infinite damage. That's not easy to do in Historic, but expect to play a lot of games before you hit that right one where everything comes together, your opponent doesn't hit the interaction, and you're able to go off. Other than being a 4-card combo deck, there's a lot of reasons why it's not easy to do. One of the big ones is everyone's playing Grafdigger's Cage to fight against top tier decks that use the graveyard. So we pick up on hate, and we need 4 combo pieces. So, sweet, but definitely not consistent. Emergent Ultimatum combo. Upside is, you actually pull off the combo pretty frequently. Downside is, you're also like a dirty Nissa, Uro, Narset player to get there. So it's kind of like the exact opposite of the Vampire combo deck. This deck, it was actually pretty consistent. Emergent Ultimatum, 1-card combo, still pretty sweet, but you're playing a bunch of good cards, more or less, to help facilitate the plan. Hey, what's up, Dogamith? You got here right at the end. So those are our decks for today. Good news is, even though we're done for today, we will be back tomorrow, basically 24 hours from now, 25 hours from now, 6 p.m. Eastern, to have some more fun. So reminders, and then I got to upload the podcast, which I guess is reminder 1. Podcast going to be uploading shortly. Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams. Check it out if you want to see Infinite Vampire combo. It's on there, I promise. We actually pulled it off, so you can find it on the replay. Normal YouTube, Budget Magic, a deck that people have been asking about a lot, finally coming up in just an hour or two, right after the podcast on the YouTube channel, so check that out as well. And one more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. And, all right, can I explain the vampire combo one more time? Yes, and then we'll wrap it up. So, one more time with Infinite Vampire combo. To go infinite, you need to have Bantu's Monument, which drains and reduces the cost. Basically, what you're trying to set up is being able to cast Oathsworn Vampire an infinite number of times for free. You can cast it from your graveyard if you gain life. So the idea is you need Bantu's Monument to reduce the cost. You need Oathsworn Vampire, obviously. You need Pitiless Plunderer. And then you need a Sacrifice Outlet. This is kind of the simplest way. The simplest way to do it. So, if you can get all this stuff set up, the idea is you have the Bantu's Monument. That gains you the life you need to cast this from the graveyard. You sack the Oathsworn Vampire. That's going to give you a treasure token. Bantu's Monument is also reducing the cost. So using the treasure and getting the cost reduction, you can cast this for free. So basically, you sack Oathsworn Vampire. That's going to trigger Bantu's Monument to drain. You sack Oathsworn Vampire to get the treasure from Pitiless Plunderer. And then you can cast it again from the graveyard. Using the treasure and the discount, sack it again. And that gives you infinite damage. There's also some backup ways, like if you have Blood Artist and 2 Pitiless Plunderers, you can kind of do the same thing because you use the true treasures to cast the Oathsworn Vampire, with Blood Artist being the drain and life gain. So that's kind of the idea. 4 to 5 cards depending on the setup, but yeah. So anyway, everyone, that brings us to the end until tonight. Most importantly, I don't think I reminded this part. Thank you to all of you, seriously, for hanging out, having fun this afternoon, playing some janky decks at Janksgiving. Win some, lose some. So anyway, everyone, seriously, I really appreciate you. You were amazing. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow, 6 Eastern. And yeah, until then, I love y'all. And I will talk to you soon.